So good morning, guys. Today is the 3rd of December 2025, and again, I'll be taking you through today's daily technical analysis. I want to be quick first today on today's daily technical analysis, and as always, on today's analysis, I want to be quick first. But again, as usual, we always get started by having a look at the economic calendar, and then again, I'll take you through the technical analysis. So far, so good. I would say it's quite a good start for me. Yeah, I started being greedy, then. Yes. Anyway, I know we'll recover and we'll make something out of it, but let's get down to the economic calendar. Then again, I'll take you through today's the technical analysis and see which of those areas of entries that we could take. So at this moment, let's have a look at now today. We did have very high impact news on the Australian dollar during the Asian session, and again we did have medium impact news. This was based on the oil stock exchange, so that doesn't affect us on the dollar. And again on the euro, on the Australian dollar, we are looking forward to see the Australian dollar continue heavily bullish. But again, so far that hasn't. We'll see whether it has happened or again it continue being bullish. Uh, Again, on the dollar, we are anticipating to see the dollar weaken today. So, having that in mind, on only these few high impact news that are coming up today, you can see during the New York session, we do have the industrial production MOM and again the ISM services. So, we may slightly see some high volatility in the market, but let's see what's in for us. So let's get down to the technical analysis. And as usual, when we look at the technical analysis, we have been looking forward to see this market heavily bearish. And yeah, probably it has just started happening. I wonder why the market here just opened up with a gap. But again, now we have this previous daily resistance. We were looking forward to see this market come all the way up there, but that hasn't happened. We have this previous daily resistance, and again, this previous daily support. We are looking forward to see it break below this current monthly support, come all the way to the 50% and the 1.2% here. That's a good move that we are looking at to see. And also, if you look at the different chart, we have the similar thing. I remember yesterday I was talking about seeing this market come all the way due to the fact that we have this huge rejection here. I was looking forward to see it come up all the way up here. But again, that hasn't happened. We have now this previous daily resistance and we have this previous daily support. We are now having a major point of resistance that's a low high, and we're looking forward to see it continue melting down. Different charts, we can see similar thing. Yeah, everything is just unfolding as we expected, and I really don't understand why I was trying to do against the market. So anyway, so let's have our first pair of discussion that we want to talk about. That is the Australian dollar. Australian dollar, I've been looking forward to see it heavily bullish. And for this trade now, we are now trying to break the monthly resistance, monthly support down here. And for this trade, if you look at it, we have this current area, the higher low, and we have this current area, the higher high. Will we create new higher highs? Because if we create new higher highs, this market will be coming all the way up to these current areas or these current levels. We'll be looking at this market coming all the way to these current areas, to these extension levels. Those are the extension levels probably. If the market decides to probably be heavily bullish, we'll be looking at it coming all the way to this current area. But so far so good. We had been looking at it coming from the 78.6, coming all the way to the 30.2. And I say this current area is the level that I'll be watching, 0.66 to 825, how the market will react from there. Because again, if the market decides to form some higher low according to this current area, we look at it here. We have a 17.6 here. The market is now coming all the way to the 61.8%. And I'll be keenly watching how the market reacts here, this 61.8%. Because if it reacts at this 61.8% and we get to see some rejections, then this market would, because again, these are ascending channel which has been broken. But again, we haven't seen any retest. And we have these huge major points of imbalance here. So could this market come to this strong point to get rejected, come all the way down here, then gain some major point of support, then from there start picking off, good, from some good higher low, then start taking off on that continuation of the heavy bullish move. So we have all that happening in this dollar index, and much craziness is likely to be seen. Now, for this, if you watch it, if you want to jump on an entry, we had this was 78.6. So we have this as the Asian low. Today we have formed some new Asian low. That's the Asian low, and this is the Asian high. So for this trade, I wouldn't like to sell to buy at that current area. Trying to buy at that current area would be quite stupid for me. So I would rather be patient and again wait for this market to see if it would come and swipe out liquidity during the New York session or again this London session. Come wipe out that liquidity, take off from some good higher low, then again continue pushing higher. Because again, these are just an accumulation that is trying to happen, all that is happening here. And then again, we'll have accumulation whereby the market manipulation, then again, the distribution. Because again, now we expect to see the manipulation happening all the way, then the market to take off. So be patient with this, then things will happen as we or unfold. It doesn't really mean that the market will still come there, but it would rather be a good point for you to just be patient and wait for the market coming to retest. You can see these are the previous monthly weekly resistance. And again, retesting this Asian low will be quite wise for you to wait for it to happen according to this current Asian low. Then again, from there, you can now be looking forward to see it take off. So next pair of discussion, we have New Zealand USD. New Zealand USD, similar reaction. Again, for this trade, if this trade, now for this trade, I had been talking about it. We are now trading at this current monthly resistance and a weekly resistance. And again, we have now this as the previous daily support, and we have now this current as the previous yesterday's daily resistance. Now, when I look at this trade, what is happening now? And because again, I'm trying to get an entry which I can manage for the New York session. We have now this current area as the Asian high. Yeah, we have this current area as the Asian high. You have it there, and this as the Asian low. And since the market has just come to this current Asian low, if you watch it, I would like to see the market coming, liquidating its current area, coming take off to this current area, gaining some higher low support, and then again take off if it's continuing heavily bullish. Because again, we have been looking forward to see this trade come all the way to this major higher lows. Sorry, to this current area, come try from some good higher low, but that is not likely to be happening quick anytime soon. So what we have now, we have this higher low, we have this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We're looking forward to see if this market give us some at this current Asian low. Then from there we could take off all the way to these current areas of interest that we have been talking about. So you have these 50%, 61.8, all these are major levels that the market is likely to be coming to. So be patient to see if it will come to test the Asian low. If you want to take that by entry, then again, you can continue moving with the wave. So next pair of discussion we have is euro out. I've been looking forward to, we have been looking forward to see it heavily bearish. And for this trade, now it came all the way from this current area. No, for this trade, I had been talking about it. We were looking forward to see it come all the way up to this current area, but again, that hasn't happened. We have the 17.6 here, because again, we have this as the current support and this as the current high, and we have this as 17.6 price level. I'm looking forward to see if this market could give us the push to this 78.6. But again, because I remember yesterday we had this light area before it was broken. I was looking forward to see it break, support itself, come all the way, liquidate itself at this imbalance point. Then from there, we could have the continuation of the sales, but that hasn't happened. So all that I'm seeing here now, we are at the previous daily support. And the weekly support, that's where you can see the market is holding well. And we have this huge major point of imbalance that is currently here. So this current point of imbalance is what the market is trying to react upon. You can see there. You have that huge point of imbalance. That's where the market is trying to react upon. And when I look at this trade, because again, we have the previous daily resistance, daily support. I can see this market is trading in between these Asian high. You have this Asian high. There you go. So that Asian high is closer to 60 pips away from the current area or the current entry. And you have this area as the Asian low. So on this trade, what I can see or what I can talk about is, since we are looking for to see it continue bearish, I'm looking to get a major point of interest, which is currently here. And again, from this current level, I'll be putting my stop losses probably slightly above the previous daily resistance. And again, if this market could, and this market is pretty crazy. it could come all the way and swipe out this liquidity that is happening here. Yeah, there is a major point of it band that's currently here. We can see how it was heavily rejected. The market will come, try to reject it, and then again see it melt down. Because again, this is the level that I just want to see it, this market touch. This is the price of 1.764. So let's watch it. And you could also be patient because again, this market is just ranging in between this current area, previous daily resistance, daily support. So similar thing, Euro New Zealand, you can see nothing much has happened on Euro New Zealand. On this trade, we have this previous daily resistance, this previous daily support. You can see how the market is quite undecided for several days, Monday, Tuesday, and again, today being Wednesday, let's see what is like to be happening on this chart. Because again, we have the chance of seeing this market melt down. But again, we had this area of interest that I was watching to see if this market could retest on this current area. So I wouldn't like to talk much about this because again, here the market is just ranging and you have the opportunities of seeing because we are also trading in between these current high lows. And it's quite easy to see the market breaking even below it, coming all the way to these current support levels. Because here we have better support levels all the way down here. We have better support levels. And also, if you just check out these current areas, you can see wherever you're trading at, we have already broken below this current area. And yeah, you'd rather be patient to see how the market reacts. So that's all on Euro New Zealand. And again, you have gold. So for gold, man, again, for gold, I'm looking forward to see it continue heavily bullish, but with the reaction of what I'm getting yesterday and whatever happened today, man, it's quite madness. So for this trade, yesterday I was looking forward to see it heavily sell off, but again it came all the way. Then again, I was expecting to see my take profits were here, but that didn't happen. Maybe that's my take profits. So all that I'm getting here now, we have this previous daily resistance, daily support, and for this trade, we are looking forward to see it come all the way to these current levels. We have chances of seeing this trade coming all the way to these current areas. And despite me talking about the dollar being bearish for this trade, it may nullify that. It may change slightly because again, gold is very, 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 very volatile. You have this as the Asian low. There you go. And again, we have this as the Asian high. You have these at the Asian high, and wherever the market is trading at, it's quite a crucial point, and we would like to see it retest the Asian low and see how the market will react during the London session. Because again, if it supports well this Asian low, if it continues supporting well that Asian low, then this market may continue pushing higher, heavily bullish. So I would like to see how the market reacts at this and if it respects this 4,200, then that would be a good move for seeing this market continue heavily bullish because again, now we'll have formed some higher low, higher high. Sorry, let's get rid of this. It's some higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and all these are new higher low that was created. Probably you could see the market now trying to break above this current area. But again, this is the Asian low. So liquidating that Asian low during the London session, getting some major point of support, then again take off. That would be quite interesting for this trade. And that's all I'll be watching keenly. So yeah, and we have chances. You remember for this trade, we have chances of seeing this market come to the all-time highs. We have the all-time highs all the way here. We have 17.6 here. We have this current area. This is a game plan. So be patient. We'll react accordingly to it. So you have Euro GBP. Euro GBP, I'm looking forward to see it heavily bearish. For this trade, if you remember what we talked about it or what we have been discussing about it, you're trading in between this current area, this previous daily resistance, and again you have this daily support. Nothing much has happened during the Asian session of this trade, and if you watch it on the lower time frame, you can see how the market is trying to resist heavily. If you watched on the trading session, we have this Asian high, Asian low. Nothing much has happened yesterday, so we have these equal highs. So all the market that I would like to see is this market just trying to come liquidate that current area or that current level, then again see this market melt down. So yeah, we have that chance of seeing this market melt down, and yeah, I'll rather be patient. I would rather be patient with it. Because again, also if I watch out this trade from this current high to this current low, we have this area reacting as a 78.6. And again, this is the 8.2 melting down all the way down here. That's 40 pips. And then again, if the market decides to come to the extension levels, that will be closely to 100 pips. So that's all on Euro GBP. And the other pair of discussion is GBP USD. For GBP USD now, I'm also expecting similar reaction. Since for this trade, yesterday had been watching to see this trade come all the way down here to this current level, but that hasn't happened. I really wonder why. So, could this be happening probably during the next New York session, or again the next high impact news, or again during the NFP? Which again, I haven't really confirmed how it's happening this week. But again, you have this previous daily resistance, daily support, and again, you can see these huge rejections that have been happening. Yesterday, you had this slight huge rejection, and now for this trade, you can see how the Asian high, we have this Asian high, and the Asian low is currently here. For this trade, I've just put a buy limit because again, now what I want to trade is we have now this area as the Asian low and this is the Asian high. All that I want to see during the New York session or again the London session is seeing this market come all the way down here, melt down, liquidate itself. Once it liquidates itself from that current area, then again it will take off because that will be now creating some good opportunity for us on this trade. Because again, we have been looking forward to see this trade come all the way to the 1.33. So if we get a chance to see this market coming all the way down here, I'll put a buy limit here at the price of 1.32550. And that's a good chance. We have that chance of seeing this trade melt down here, then again take off. And that will be just one good entry for this trade. And again, because my stop loss is just slightly down here, the previous daily support, then again, I'm watching to see this trade heavily bullish come all the way, break above the previous monthly resistance. We have this. Now, all that is happening here is just a range. So looking forward to see it take off and come all the way heavily bullish. So we also have this current trade. That's the US 30. For the US 30, looking forward to see it continue heavily bullish. Again, we haven't come to this major point of imbalance. That major point of imbalance hasn't been retested. But if you watch this trade, we are not trading at the previous weekly resistance, and this is the previous daily support, daily resistance, and I'm looking at this current area. We can see this was a major point of imbalance on the daily time frame. So I'm watching it to see how will this market today break above this current area. Because again, could be a major higher low on the lower time frame if you watch it in this manner. This could be this is a major higher low, and then again I'm watching it. Since we don't even have any high impact news that are coming up today. You have this huge point of imbalance which hasn't been retested. So could we see later on it being retested, or could we see this market? Could this market come all the way, liquidate itself, gain some major support, then again take off? You remember for this trade, we have been watching to see this create new all-time highs to the prices of 48,500 and 50,340. So we have all those chances, and I would like to stop it at that. In case you have any question today, probably now or any other trade that we haven't discussed, I'll be ready to answer, and I'd like to stop it at that. And from me, it's adios. From pay, be ready for crazy moves that I like to be happening today. So, and my interesting pair that I just want to see is this GBP USD react, and how it will react during the New York session would be great. Because I'm watching it to see if I can jump on this trade all the way from this current area, this current low, come all the way to this current 1.33. Yeah, that's where you had the next major point of imbalance. So yeah, it's adios from me, and have a great day as you trade. So bye bye.